Hi everyone, welcome back to another video. Welcome back to all my lovely regular viewers, and if you're new to my channel, welcome. So this is the set I'm going to create in today's video. It's just a super short, simple salon length set, but I'm going to focus really on the nail plate preparation. So excuse the state of my nails because I have been putting nails on, taking them off, putting them on, taking them off. So I thought I would go with a little EasyBuild. So I'm going to be using Halo's EasyBuild gel today, but I'm going to build them out the way I always have worked with any type of hard gel, and the EasyBuild builder in a bottle is no different. So I'm going to start off with this Cuticle Polisher. This is absolutely fantastic. I love it. It will go over the skin, it will go across the nail plate at the cuticle area, and will remove any of that dead skin that could be lying on the nail plate that will make your nail enhancements or your gel polish lift. So I would use this a lot now in my nail prep because I can work both on the nail plate and of course on the skin. So it's not just at the very tip where there's any of the abrasion, it's actually the whole length of the barrel. So you can work quite comfortably over the skin as well, and you don't always have to concentrate using the very tip of the e-file bit. So I'm going to let you just watch me just take all that dead cuticle away. I know I had a request for me to zoom in more whenever I'm doing my videos, so I hope this helps, that you're able to see more close up of how I do things. So as you can see, even going over the skin and on top of the nail plate, there's no redness at all. So it's not going to cut your client or anything like that. It's just going to very gently and very easily take any of that excess skin away. So yeah, my nails have taken quite a battering recently, and I just wanted to put a nice short set on because I am going to be doing more painting in the house this weekend. So I just wanted to make sure that I did another video for you guys and just didn't neglect my little channel. Also, this e-file bit is suitable for both left and right-handed users. So I do have it now on the reverse speed, and I've gone back over on the pointer finger, especially because my cuticles and the skin on my pointer finger and possibly my middle finger are really dry. I think it's just, well, I know exactly what it is. I'm just so bad, and I don't apply cuticle oil. The only time I apply cuticle oil is when I'm doing my videos, and I do it at the end. So I preach to my clients, you know, you must use cuticle oil, you know, keep your cuticles nice and soft, but I don't practice what I preach. Very bad. So when I'm using this, when I'm using any sort of e-file bit for doing any cuticle work or working on the natural nail, depending on what e-file bit or e-file that I'm using, this particular one that I'm using at the moment, I have it around 8,000, between 8,000 and 10,000 RPMs. When I'm using my Brillbird one, because it's a very strong e-file, I normally have it around 4,000 RPMs whenever I'm doing any cuticle work. But you know, every e-file is different, and if you do get any new e-file bits, I always say just try them out on yourself first at the different speeds. Then that way, you know, when it comes to doing it on your client, you know exactly what speed is going to be more comfortable for them. So now I've finished with that little cuticle polisher. I'm just going to in with my little cuticle nippers, and I'm just going to take away just any little bits that are just still sticking out. Now that I've done all my cuticle prep, I'm going to go on top of the natural nail plate and just remove any of the surface shine to have it ready for me to apply my base gel. So this is a 240 grit sanding band, and this is what I would use just to remove any of the shine on any of my clients, and then also for myself. So it's a new one that I use for each person. They're relatively cheap to buy off AliExpress, so that's just where I would get them from. And again, I have my the speed of my file is in and around 4,000 RPMs whenever I'm using this. Sorry for the noise. I live in the country and the tractors are just going in and out of all their fields, and I thought I would try and get this voiceover done now while I thought it was nice and quiet. But little did I know that the farmers were out, and I don't know, they must know whenever I'm going to do a voiceover. So now that I've finished all the nail plate preparation, I have cleansed the nails with some alcohol just to remove any of the dust and debris, and I've applied Glitter Bell's dehydrator. So now I'm going in with the CND base gel, and you can see there I'm really pressing it and rubbing it into the nail plate just to make sure that it has a really good hold onto the natural nail plate, and then I'll cure that for 60 seconds in my LED lamp. So now that I have cured all that base gel, I'm going to go ahead and apply these nail forms. So these ones are from ASP, and they're just ones I would use for standard length nails. If a client was coming in, or the likes of myself, I just want to do a short set, I will use these. They are super sticky, and they're perfect for just doing a short set. So I'm going to apply them to all of the fingers, and then I'll come back before I start to put on the EasyBuild. I'm going to leave the thumb to the end, so I want to get all the fingers done first, and then I'll go ahead and place the form onto my thumb. So the lamp that I'm using it's exactly the same as the Glitter Bells lamp. It has a low heat and a high heat. So for any of the builder gels, I would prefer to always start it on the low heat, because some of them do give you a heat spike. So I've already applied them to the little finger. My regular viewers know I always very rarely ever include my little fingers in any of my videos, because I have arthritis in them and they're quite bent. So starting off on the the ring finger then, and I did almost like a sliver of, you can see here on the middle finger, I almost do like a line of the builder gel just up the middle, and then you see I'm taking a very small striping brush and I'm just guiding it into place of where I want it to go. So for me, I find this is the best way, especially when the weather's warm, because the gel will tend to get more runny the warmer it is. So if you place it down the center of the nail, again, that's where the strength of the nail is as well, and then just guide it into place with the striper brush. So I am still going to do it in the zone. So I have started off more or less creating the length. So I wanted to do like my contact sort of bead as such, but only with the builder gel. So I have done my first bead. Now I'm going in again, and you can see this is like the apex that I'm building, but I'm taking it straight out again to the free edge, and then going back in with that striper brush just to bring it out to the side walls and just to create this shape of the free edge as well. So in between all this, I'm curing them for 60 seconds. I just want to make sure that they always have a full cure before I go in and put any other layers, because it is also a cover pink, and sometimes the more opaque they are, sometimes the light just doesn't penetrate completely through them. So again, onto the middle finger, and again I've went in with that apex. Those little pitter patters that you may hear are my dog Ralph. It's his paws going along the wooden floor. So yeah, so started again with the apex and bringing it out to the center to give me the strength at my free edge, and then we'll go back in, or I'll go back in once that's cured, and finish off on the rest of the nails. And then whenever I've done all that stage, I'll go in again with the cuticle to put the can't get this out, to put the gel into the cuticle area as well. In with the cuticle area now, and you can see I'm placing that first bit really back towards the cuticle area, and now I'm just going in with that little striper brush just to spread it along the cuticle and the side walls, and again I'm bringing it out up towards the free edge. That way that's going to give me a really strong free edge, and I know that they're not going to break. Another thing that I really love about using the builder gels in a bottle is they are so they self-level. So like even whenever you see that I've done a brush stroke, within a second or two that brush stroke has disappeared and it has leveled out to a nice smooth surface. So into the middle finger now, and you can see I placed the bulk of that again up towards the cuticle area, and I'm just using my little striping brush just to spread it nice and thinly around the cuticle area, and then bring it back down towards the free edge. So I'm going to do the same on all the 4 nails, and then I'll cure them, and then I'll get stuck into the thumbnail. As with most gels, hard gels, builder gels, whenever they come out of the lamp, they do have an inhibition layer. So I'm just removing that with some alcohol, or you could use some nail cleanser. It's going to do exactly the same job. So I just wanted to remove that layer of stickiness before I went ahead and started the thumbnail. So I'm going ahead and placing the nail form on. And you can see again I've started right in the center of that nail, and I'm using my little striper brush just to spread it around and create my free edge, and just bring it out to the side walls. And that is my first kind of, well, I'm calling it a bead. It's not a bead, but because whenever I'm using the builder gels, I always do, you know, my 3 zones. So I always do my free edge, my apex, and my cuticle. I do this with every kind of builder gel that I use. I don't brush them on as if they were nail polish. If they're in the builder in the bottle, I still do it exactly the same way, and this way you can actually extend the nails quite easily with a builder in a bottle. So So that was my apex zone that I placed there. So again, I'm taking my striping brush and I'm just going to spread it down out towards the free edge as well, making sure that there's no gaps between my nail form and my nail plate, and that's going to give me a nice strong extension. So in now with the cuticle zone, and you can see I've placed most of it at the cuticle area, but I finished again at the apex area. So I'm just going to use that striping brush just to spread it nice and thinly around my cuticle area, and then I'll blend it in with the rest of the gel and just fade it out towards the free edge, and that's going to keep my apex nice and high. I noticed that the free edge on the thumbnail and the apex area just needed a little bit more gel, so I've just went in and added a little bit more, and I'm just going to spread it just in the areas that it's needed, and then I'll fade it out, thin it out on the rest of the areas, and then pop them into cure. Now that they've all cured in the lamp for 60 seconds, I'm going to go ahead and do my normal filing routine. So when you're filing builder gels or builder in a bottle, it is so nice to file. For those of you that work with hard gels and builder gels, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. The difference between filing a gel extension and an acrylic extension is day and night. I absolutely love filing gel because it's so much softer and so much easier to do. But again, even though it's short extensions, it still has the same strength and structure, and I'm still doing my normal filing routine, starting at the side walls, making sure they're nice and straight, going to my lower arch, making sure that's nice and straight, and then just go over the rest of the nail, making sure the cuticles are nice and flush and that there's no obvious lumps and bumps over the rest of the nail. There won't be a lot of filing to do with this set, especially around the cuticle area, because using that little striper brush, I was able to get the cuticle practically already really flush. So it's really just going along, making sure that the apex is in the right place and that the rest of the nail is nice and symmetrical. But I'm not going to show all the nails being filed because they're all done in exactly the same way, and as you know, I never like the videos to be too long for you guys. So that's them all filed and shaped, and I'm just going to do a really simple design on them that's quite popular as well. So I'm just using my white gel paint. This one's from Beauty Luxe. It is so pigmented, and one of the things I like about using this gel paint, there's no, whenever you put your top coat on, there's no like ridge or bump where the white gel has been, so you get a completely seamless finish. So on the thumb, the pointer finger and the little finger, I'm just going to do a classic French, and then on the ring finger and the middle finger, I'm just going to do some squiggly lines, which is, it's so in at the minute, you know, you see everybody doing them. I'm sure by the end of the summer we'll be sick of the sight of doing squiggly lines, but as this was just a simple short salon set, I thought that this would be just a nice simple wee easy design to do. I'm doing the squiggly lines in a different colour, so I'm using Glitter Bell's new Unbelievable Gels. This shade is called Blue Avenue, and then I'm just going to highlight it with some of that white gel paint as well. So here is the finished set. I hope you've enjoyed the video. I thought I would do something a little bit different because I was going to be doing short nails. I thought I would just do a simple salon length for you. So if you've liked the video, you know what to do. Give it a thumbs up, and I'll be back with another video soon. So take care. See you soon. Bye.